Welcome to another episode of Stupodconversations. I'm Kanya.
I'm Anele.
I'm Tato.
And I'm Yanda.
I'm Novile.
Today we have a guest with us, and he's a two-time graduate, Mr. Anele Maseko. Our topic for today, or rather our conversation for today, is about graduation, our thoughts, traditional graduation and online graduation. How did you graduate?
How did I graduate?
Yeah, how was it?
I passed all my modules.
Okay. His first graduation. His first.
Yeah. All right. Just to take you back to the experience, though, like you guys, I was a student, of course. Had the struggles that you faced, all the challenges, the assignments, the difficult ones, the easy ones, the late submissions, the early submissions, and yes, to confess, a supplementary as well. Yeah.
I also didn't expect it.
Yes, but yeah, I did make it, and when I did graduate, it was a really awesome experience because, you know, when you start the journey, graduation is like the final step of it. It's the crowning moment. So yes, so when that finally happened, it was very exciting. That's for graduation 1.0. Yeah.
With what's going on in the world right now in the global pandemic, do you think online graduations take anything away from students?
To be honest with you, I'm going to be brutally honest. Yes, it does. It does, because you can't compare these experiences. It's look, I can't even begin to express the feeling you get when you walk into that podium.
5-minute thing.
Yeah, well, not 5 minutes, five seconds, but it's 5 long seconds, trust me.
But I feel like we all look for, immediately when you get enrolled into an institution, we all look forward to a graduation ceremony where you just walk down that podium and never, hi, Marty!
Never.
Just all your parents, you know.
So you'd say that graduation is what motivates you.
Personally, it
It's
is.
one
So
of the
the things-
reason why you like pushing is because you want that.
You know, when you even see someone wearing a graduation gown, you get goosebumps.
Yeah.
Never have I ever imagined myself sitting behind a computer during a graduation ceremony.
Exactly.
It doesn't feel right. It doesn't
Pausing,
feel
waiting to see your name.
Yeah.
Pausing. Hey, that's my name. I
No.
graduated.
It kills the fun, and when you look at the hard work that you put in for, it's like
Yeah. There's something about the atmosphere there.
Yes.
The atmosphere.
Yes.
It's just, you can't describe it because you're getting on it. You know, 5 seconds granted, like Yanda said, but that 5 seconds where you feel like it feels like the whole world is finally seeing that you've accomplished something. Yeah, and because when you study, you're alone. When you get those bad marks, you're alone. You're crying alone. But when you are getting celebrated, it's now with your family, your friends, everyone, and that's a nice thing. Yeah, and yeah, virtual will never compare to I almost said the real thing.
It is the real thing.
no, it is. It is the real thing.
Yeah.
It makes so well.
Yeah.
So your parents obviously were there. Okay, I'm assuming your parents were there.
Yes, my parents were there for graduation 1.0.
So, okay.
What's new?
The 2.0.
Okay, so the 1.0, ne?
Yeah.
Was it did they do that? Maseko, and then how is just that feeling of just walking down that podium? Were you nervous?
Yeah.
Did you ever think, did you rethink your steps? What if I fall here? Or did what if did you
Yeah.
ever have like those?
No, not really, because when I was walking up there, so that was the first graduation ceremony that I'd ever attended. And so I wasn't sure what would happen. And when someone was telling me about it, that okay, when they were arranging us, saying us, when they call your name, then you walk, then you go there, and then I was like, really? But then when they called my name, my heart sank. And I'm telling you, and slow motion, and I see my dad and my mom. Now they're very they're calm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're very calm, so they're not one of those stand up and but I'm gonna put this out there. We're black people. Hey, Masuma, man, come on, come on, one job, and I'm like, who are you? But that's exciting. Yeah, it's like wow, they talking to me. Man, it's me, you know, and I'm looking, and I honestly didn't know these women, but they were excited, and you get that sense where people are so excited for you, then the excitement spreads to you. So that's how it felt. Graduation 1.0.
And how was the financial impact? You know, like the plannings, the outfits.
Yes, so that's a good question actually, nah? Because me initially, I'm one of those people who like simple things. If you're gonna tell me you wanna throw a party, let's just have a little get together. Yeah, something intimate. So now I'm dressing up, I need to get clothes, I need to get, all those things.
To fit everything into your budget now.
Yes, and my idea was, okay, I have suits, I'm gonna wear the suits I have. Then my then girlfriend, who's now my wife.
Wow. Oh, hi, Mrs.
Wife. Yeah, she bought me a suit actually, and then I wore for graduation. So then that didn't affect me financially.
Thank God.
And then with other things, so the gown and whatnot, there were options to purchase. I didn't see the purpose of purchasing it because I would wear it once. The other day I was speaking to another student who was telling me, I said, but my when they're feeling cold, they're like, hey, it's cold, let me take my graduation gown.
I'm one of those people. If something happens, because it's young.
People just remind you and say, oh, I have a headache, that graduation.
Yeah, so I didn't have that in mind. So yes, my mom's brother, my uncle who passed away, he had a bigger night graduation gown, so I wore that one. So financially, because I'm very conservative, it didn't hurt me as much, but other people splash. I had a friend when she was graduating, but it was a PhD. She said she spent yes, a PhD. She told me she spent 25,000 just on that day for that 5 seconds.
Wow. It's a girl, guys.
Exactly.
So
what do you think, since Use just told you about his experience, the traditional graduation and whatever, and whether you might not have that, you might have that online thing, so don't you suffer well?
And to be honest, guys, I'm suffer well traditional graduation. This online thing really kills me, guys, to be honest. I want people been supporting me through thick and thin, so they want to see my my progress in life. So unfortunately they won't make that that won't be possible for them, won't be possible for me. Okay, I was like, guys, I wanna wear that gown. That working on my heels, the lashes, the whole makeup, no. More especially, okay, I don't have parents. The only person who's supporting is my grandma. I was like, no, Gogo, you have to be there. You have to see me walking on that stage. But unfortunately.
But I feel like as long as you wear a gown, take
and try to make the day special for yourself and for your family.
But I feel like as special as you might try to make the day, at the end of the day, when you look at it, you're like, but this is not. When I was in school, I looked forward to plan. You plan it. You even look at colors. Maybe this dress color is nice. Maybe this, and then all of a sudden you settle for less than you actually wanted. And so, do you feel like for someone who is an introvert, is it, I don't know to say, justifiable for them to celebrate online graduations than they do traditional?
Okay, no, that's a very good question. But it's not really only for introverts. Look, you make the most of what you have. It's like the struggles we also experienced in class, where it's very exciting. I find it quite exciting to have you in class. and have that interaction, and then we have to transition to online sessions because of regulations by the government, you know. And it's not as exciting, cool, granted, but it's a different kind of thing, and you have to make the most of it. You have to make it work, and it can get exciting when you start changing the attitude and the mindsets that you're looking at it with. I think the biggest thing, or the one thing that really causes the derailment, is the fact that you're hearing that other people have had something similar or something different to what you're having. Yes, and then it causes you to be like a bit deflated, like okay, I'm not gonna get that, whatnot. But there are certain elements of the online graduation that we didn't have, you know, and you can make the most of it. I'm not gonna go into them because I don't know them.
At least let me have that a little bit of excitement, because hey.
So would you say, because now the graduations now are moved to online thingy, so would you say, Guti, it in a way it makes a student unmotivated? Guti, I won't get that big grand graduation, grand gesture.
I won't be celebrated by
by a lot of people and my peers as well.
Yeah.
So
even the people you went to school with, because I feel like all of us here as students, we want to see each other on our and then it's just, oh, hi,
So
how was it? The photo shoot. And, you know.
So do you think, Jay, it's a bit of a letdown, or not a letdown per se, but do you think, Guti, it makes you unmotivated even in your studies? Because you know, Guti, they're not gonna say Zandile Sitoza summa cum laude. It's just gonna say Zandile Sitoza.
Then you're gonna pause
and then you're gonna pause it, and then that's it. Where as opposed to when it Zandile Sitoza summa cum laude or cum laude, and then everyone in the crowd you stand and then they do that. Do you think, Guti, it does impact performance year students as well? Then to the online graduation.
Yeah. Yes,
Would you say that?
Yes, absolutely. The answer to that is yes, because I'm likening it to online classes as well. Some people don't even put as much effort, or some people are content to end the session without asking a question because maybe they're having network problems, or maybe it's loud where they are, they don't want to turn on their microphone. So to be honest with you, it does take away, you know. Once again, it's about attitude and mindset. There are people who don't like graduations. You guys know that, right? It's, we can't put a blanket statement. You call it weird or whatever, but they're just people who just don't like that. They feel like the attention is unnecessary. They feel like the spending is unnecessary. They feel like they feel like they can be celebrated by people whom they know. They want strangers being celebrating them and all that. So for those kind of people, it's a benefit. But for the most people, the majority, it does feel like it kills the motivation a bit.
So knowing that you guys are going to be online, like I get it before we
Hopefully you won't be. Hopefully.
But there's a possibility.
Knowing that we might have online graduation.
So I get it, when you registered, you already planned, right? That's when I'm graduating, whatever. And then now, what are the plans like for online thingy? Because I'm planning to have a party.
Really?
Yeah. And I want all my friends who graduated, or the people that are invited, to wear their gowns as well. Really.
All graduates must wear graduation
Yes.
gowns.
Wow.
Can old graduates come?
We'll see. So what did you guys like plan?
Personally, I honestly I haven't planned any. I'm just hoping. I'm really hoping and praying that they change to because I know Vets is doing that. Like there might be a possibility of if they do traditional instead of online. So I'm just hoping.
I think for me, I'm struggling to accept the online graduation situation. I as much as I say, okay, we need to be realistic, you're going to have an online graduation, but at the back of my mind, I'm like, no, but I want a traditional graduation. No, not an online, you know.
I mean, for me, I think, not that I've accepted that, okay, graduation will be online, but should it be online? Just a dinner,
And make
Yeah.
the best of it.
Yeah, at dinner, I have my family, well, not everyone, just my mom and my dad. And yeah, if a significant other is there, and yeah.
I think like launching a party of it. I've worked so hard, so I won't like be able to like disappoint everyone. So even my family is looking forward for that, like celebrating me. So party will go.
What is the one thing, should they say it's okay, it's gonna be tradition, but I hope they do. I hope they do. What is the one thing that on the day that you look forward to on the day?
I think for me would be taking pictures with my friends or people that I went to college with, you know, just that farewell, you know, and well wishes to when you go into the outside world, into the workplace or further in your studies, but just to know that we won't be seeing much of each other as we did. I think that's going to be very emotional.
And I'd say for me, what you said, and then also that 5 seconds of fame on stage.
That's not me. I want that. I'm gonna hire someone to do that for me.
You want to give them a ticket too?
And just being something. Yeah, and another thing.
Feeling, wow, I actually did this. Like,
another thing for me,
memorable.
Another thing for me that I feel I'm looking forward to is just having my parents there. You know, just seeing, you know, all the efforts of their hard work. When they see that all the sacrifices that they made were actually worth it. I think that's a big.
And Yanda?
No, you guys already said it. That 5 seconds. Even at night in my head, I'm thinking 5 minutes. I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna walk slow. Maybe I'm gonna walk slow. Maybe I'm gonna drop something. I don't know.
Drop something.
Yeah, drop something so that, like, you know,
You better stay
like,
long,
even
guys.
5 seconds is not enough.
You want
But
7
yeah,
seconds,
definitely that. And pictures. And
Just the memories.
Being able to celebrate with people that you started with, and to see them finally at the end, at the finish line with you, is just, it brings another feeling.
And if it
also,
was up to me, I'd call that one say, was a high school who thought I wouldn't make it.
I know.
Come see, don't get you now.
A very important thing, pictures, guys. Those pictures will stay with you for a long time. So don't forget to take pictures. Prepare for them. Make time for them, because those pictures are what you're gonna have. Sadly, it's possible that you might not see each other again. You know, where someone might fly out to another country, and like you were saying, so you have that. So those pictures, keep them.
So that brings us to the end of part 1 on our thoughts on graduating online with the person who is a 2-time graduate, traditional graduation that is. And I really hope that you guys did enjoy this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment down below. And thank you so much for being here, for putting us in your schedule. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me. This was exciting too. And all the best to the rest of the party.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for watching. Bye.